Well guys, we finally got some news about the Mega Dimension DLC for Pokemon Legends ZA, and I said yesterday that I wasn't going to make a video on this unless the information actually seemed pretty big, and it got me excited, and I gotta admit this trailer did get me kind of hyped, so I do want to talk about it with you guys and just give you guys my thoughts. So we're going to take a look at the trailer here, and I'm just going to kind of show you some of the moments in the trailer and how I feel about it, and also some other information on the website. Now real quick before we get started, I just want to let you guys know that I am having a special giveaway for the holidays where I'm going to be giving away a brand new Nintendo Switch 2 to one lucky winner. Giving away a console has been something that I've wanted to do for a long time, but I've never really been in the situation to do so, but with the launch of the next generation Nintendo system this year, and having talked about it on the channel for so long, I thought it would finally be the perfect time to give it to one of you guys. All you have to do to enter is just click the link below in the description or the pinned comment, and you can have a chance to win a brand new Nintendo Switch 2. The giveaway is open worldwide, and it does end right before Christmas, so definitely be sure to enter for a chance to win. But yeah, going into the trailer here, we've got the introduction right here that happens, and immediately we get to see an all-new character. Now, we find out that this character's name is Ansha, and her partner Pokemon is Hoopa, so it's kind of crazy that she already has like a mythical Pokemon with her. But I've seen a lot of people already just like putting a whole bunch of similarities and saying that this character is going to be related to Diantha, which I can kind of see it honestly. I mean, some people think that this is like Diantha having traveled back in time through like Hoopa and like an alt timeline or something. I don't believe any of that stuff, but maybe she could be like Diantha's daughter or something, but I don't know if she's going to have any direct ties, but it will be cool to see exactly what her role is going to be inside of the story. But besides that, we got the trailer right here, and yeah, it shows us like this cool cutscene of us jumping into the portal into hyperspace. We've got the new Mega Stones right here. And yeah, I mean, the first thing that we see immediately after this trailer kind of starts is the location. And here's the location right here, and it does seem to be very much still Lumiose City from Pokemon Legends ZA in terms of the base game. And I know there were people wondering about this, like some people thinking like if this DLC was finally going to give us access to like an all new area and new places to explore. Unfortunately, it seems like it is just going to be like a parallel version of Lumiose City. So the exact same map, it just kind of has like this space kind of like hyperspace kind of like tint to it where it's all white and stuff now. But it does seem like the more focus of this DLC is going to be like the gameplay. I don't even know if there's going to be like hidden items and stuff for you to find here. Maybe there will be, but I do think that it's going to be more about the gameplay, which I'll show you guys right here, because the next thing that they show after this is immediately Pokemon above level 100, which we have never seen before in any Pokemon game. So that is kind of crazy, but it does make me kind of excited because whenever we've had DLC, like a lot of times people have said like these DLCs come out after we've already beaten the game, so we have our like really strong Pokemon and our teams that we've used in the story, so we can kind of just wipe out everything in the DLC really fast. But now if the Pokemon are going to be like level 120, then you're actually going to need to use some strong Pokemon yourself too, so that makes me kind of excited. And especially if these Pokemon are also going to be alpha Pokemon, then it does seem like it's going to add some more challenge, so that does make me pretty excited. We got to see some new Pokemon here too, like Annihilate, and well, Aurorus is already in the game, but there is some other Pokemon like Corviknight that aren't in the game already, so that's pretty cool. But then we also get to see here that other characters are going to be returning, like Corbeau, so that makes me very excited. I told you guys before, like I really love the cast inside of this game, so the fact that these characters are still going to be with us inside of the DLC too makes me very excited. We've also got Emma here, which makes me very happy too, because Emma was one of those characters that some people did think that she kind of got done a little bit dirty inside of the base game, where she doesn't really have too much of a role inside of just like the main adventure of ZA. Really, it's just kind of like one part where she helps you find a character who goes missing. So people were wondering if there was going to be more with her, and so hopefully she's actually going to have like a bigger role now inside of this DLC, because I do think that she could probably do something better inside of this DLC and make her character just have a more important role inside of the game. So hopefully that is going to be the case, and it does seem like that's what they're trying to do here. But we've also got these characters returning here too. So we got Eivor, we've got Canary. I hope like Jacinthe and all the other awesome characters from this game are still going to be in the DLC too. So that makes me very excited. I just love all the characters inside of this game. Genuinely, like even this guy, I think Felipe was his name. Like I can't name a single character in this game that I just don't like or like I dislike at all. So that's just really fun for me that all these characters are going to be in this DLC too. But yeah, I mean, we get to see here, yeah, we got this like donut stuff, which I'll talk about a little bit later. That seems to be kind of like one of the parts in the game. But here is where it gets crazy, because I did not think that they were ever going to have another returning character, and I kind of was thinking, like, who could they have as a returning character in the DLC if they wanted to? And my guess was they were gonna do maybe Clemont if they wanted to, like Clemont and his sister Bonnie, because they were actually inside a Prism Tower in Pokemon X and Y. He was like the gym leader and stuff. Maybe they could have him coming back like into Lumiose City in the DLC and stuff. But Korrina makes so much sense, and it's crazy because Korrina, I didn't even know about this. I'm actually going to give you a very small spoiler about the ending of the game. If you don't want to know it, you can skip a minute ahead. But basically at the very end of the game, after you beat it, you get given a Lucario, and there's a note from AZ who says like, I want you to have my Lucario. So I always thought that the Lucario was just from AZ, but I never looked, because if you look at the summary, apparently that Lucario is owned by Korrina. So it seemed like Korrina gave the Lucario to AZ, who then gives it to you. So now I feel like it made perfect sense that Korrina was going to have some importance inside of this, and she comes back now. And this is awesome because Korrina is here. She's got this awesome new design. I've seen some people saying that they don't really like the design of it. I don't know. I love like all of these mega stones that are all over her design. She's like aura farming with all of these mega stones. I'm a pretty big fan of it. So that's cool. I'm just happy that she's coming back. I can't wait to hear the remix of her theme. Like when you have to battle her, like the successor Korrina theme. And then we just got some other Pokemon here that are going to be inside of Hyperspace, but we also get to see some brand new Mega Evolutions too. So they revealed 2 new Mega Evolutions, one for Baxcalibur, which is crazy, a Gen 9 Pokemon. Already getting a Mega is awesome too. And then we got Chimecho here as well, but yeah, besides that, we just get to see some other stuff in the DLC. We also get to see the Raichus here in terms of like the gameplay also, so that's pretty cool. And yeah, I mean, besides that, at the very end here, we get to see Corbeau talking. But we also get to see more of our friends here. Emma seems like she's still going to have a role inside of this DLC more, so that just gives me some hope. I do hope that like a lot of the other characters have lines and dialogue and stuff inside of this game and the DLC too. But yeah, I mean, besides that, I mean, that's pretty much seemingly all they showed us inside of the trailer. But I mean, I gotta say, like, this just made me pretty excited. We got like Ansha in the front here. We've got our trainers here. We've got Korrina in the back. This is some great artwork as well. But yeah, I mean, this trailer did make me pretty excited. And then at the very end here, we also do get to see the release date, and the release date does turn out to be December 10th of this year. So yeah, like I said yesterday, I didn't think that they were going to drag this DLC all the way into 2026. So the fact that it's still going to be this year makes me very excited, because in just a couple weeks, we're going to be able to continue even more into Pokemon Legends ZA. Now there's a bit more information here on the website, so if we scroll down, we do have some artwork here for Ansha and Korrina, but they also talk here about the donuts, where it says here, the mythical Pokemon Hoopa loves donuts. Giving it one will awaken Hoopa's powers, letting it widen the strange distortions around Lumiose and make them into portals to hyperspace. Hoopa's friend Ansha is a talented donut chef who can make various kinds of donuts from berries. When you feed a donut to Hoopa, the donut can yield a number of different effects while in hyperspace, such as powering up the Pokemon that you have with you, depending on what berries the donut was made with. In hyperspace, you can find particularly useful hyperspace berries, which yield better effects than regular berries when used in donuts. Hyperspace berries will be crucial for taking on tough Pokemon with high hyperspace levels. You'll need Ansha and Hoopa's help to embark on your surveys of hyperspace. So they talk about a collectible here known as hyperspace berries. So I guess in hyperspace, you're still going to have other items that you can collect, and so I guess you're going to find like different types of berries that will give you even better effects when you come back there the next time. And they also talk about high hyperspace levels, so maybe this is referring to like the levels that are above 100, and we can see kind of here an example of like the donut where you have like this Pecha Berry donut here, and it says here level +5, so maybe that's like the boost that it's going to give you, where I guess if your Pokemon is level 100, then you feed it this donut and it's going to get to level 105. And then we also have something here known as survey time. So this is something that I actually found out when I was looking at some gameplay about this, where it looks like that you're not actually going to be able to stay in hyperspace forever, but it's actually going to be on a limited timer. So I guess that's going to depend on which like donut that you use to get into the portal. So maybe some are going to have you like last longer, but it seems like here, like if you go in, you're only going to have like 2 minutes to kind of be inside of the portal, and then it's going to take you back out. So that's going to be interesting. And then it also shows you, I guess, like what Pokemon are going to kind of spawn, I guess, if you go in with this donut. So there's like a silhouette here of Annihilate, and I guess it also kind of tells you what level they would be at in terms of like the alphas and stuff. But yeah, it seems like this donut is going to be like, this donut feature really, it just seems like it's going to be like a big important part about this DLC. But it gets even crazier because if we look down here, it says, depending on what berries you use, Ansha may even be able to make some special donuts. And obviously we've got Kyogre and Groudon donuts here, and they're even in the shape of the Omega symbol and the Alpha symbol. So now it's referring to basically the primal reversions of Groudon and Kyogre, which now makes me wonder how that's going to work, because if those are going to be inside of this, those aren't even Mega Evolutions. But you know what is a Mega Evolution? Mega Rayquaza. So I wonder if this is just going to be there so like we get Primal, Groudon, and Kyogre to show up, and then Rayquaza's going to come too. Rayquaza very well might be like the final boss of this DLC, or like a challenge battle or something. Like, can you imagine like a level 200 like Alpha Rayquaza, like super boss or something? That would be so much fun. But yeah, there you go guys, that is pretty much all the information that we have right now about the Mega Dimension DLC for Pokemon Legends ZA. What's crazy is that we're actually getting even more information because they also announced another date, which is going to be on November 19th. So I do wonder how much more information there is to still talk about with this DLC, or if that trailer is just going to be like giving us more new Mega Evolutions and stuff. But it seems like they could be talking maybe more about just like what the gameplay is going to be like and what you're really going to be doing. So if that trailer turns out to be something pretty big too, I will also make a video kind of going over that and breaking all of that down too. But this trailer did make me pretty excited. I do think that this DLC is going to be pretty good. I just feel like some people might be a little bit disappointed about the area. Like, I can kind of understand that because it is still just going to be Lumiose City again, and I don't know how expansive or like how big this DLC is going to be, and they are still asking for $30, so that is still like half the price of the game. So I do think that maybe if they charge this at like $20 or $25 maybe, it might have been a little bit better. 30 is still a bit much, but maybe there is still going to be a lot more content that they haven't shown yet, so I guess we'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, definitely be sure to click that like button and also subscribe to the channel as well. I'm definitely gonna have some more videos talking about Pokemon, so be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on that. Comment down below and let me know what you think about this. Are you excited now for the Mega Dimension DLC in Pokemon Legends ZA? Are you going to be getting it, or do you not really care that much? Definitely be sure to comment down below and let me know. But if you don't have anything to say about it, just comment your favorite emoji down below for some engagement. I would really appreciate it. Go follow me on Twitter at @Aero so you can be featured in videos, and also join my Discord server as well. We've got a bunch of people in there who are always talking about Pokemon and Smash Bros and Nintendo, so definitely be sure to join that. And remember to enter my giveaway as well. I'm giving away a Nintendo Switch 2 for the holidays, so if you do want to have a chance to win that, then all you gotta do is just click the link below in the description or the pinned comment. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching.